I think secretly, deep down, Enigma's just my favorite hero, but I don't know. I keep telling myself it's Enchantress. But here we go. This is a big smoke here. They smoked past that ward we talked about, so they've got no idea that they're in here. The chrono goes off. It's actually going to miss Pycat, but he will get a pretty lucky bash. That was a bit of a mistake there from Sidoi. Just as I said, he's had some good chronos already. The Laguna Blade will go out. The Ravage here from KOIFKA. This looks like a disastrous fight for VP. They've used most of their abilities and haven't got any kills. Sidoi will be the first to fall. He is actually denied by a Shadow Demon, and now God will fall. He is not denied, but definitely mitigating their losses there and maybe still turning this around. BZZ still fighting, and he will finally succumb to the Mystic Flare. And actually, I think the Anchor Smash of KOIFKA going to force VP to retreat. They've lost 2, as 1 was denied. Good play by Yol, and Yol himself not going to be much longer for this world. Sing Sing also with the double damage. KOIFKA gets the double kill, and, well, TPing out will be... If they're backing now, they're going to be backing into Team Tinker. Oh, Team Tinker, another line is drawn. It looks like they might be taking the wrong turn. Let's see if they can find them. I mean, at this point, the teams have to know, like, they're next to each other. They will smoke up, and it's not going to break quite yet. It's going to break now. They see him. They see Sidoi. They got to get him before he can get the chrono. He throws out the BKB, but he will be dueled. Arrow to land on Pycat, and they will... Can they bring him down in time? They are able to kill him. He tries to turn to run, but he can't drop the chrono in time, and now the Ravage, the secondary one, coming through for KOIFKA. VP lose 3, dropping their all-seeing eye, and it's God and Johnum that are forced to retreat, and now they trail by only 5 kills, but it was Team Tinker that had already regained their lead and will regain, or take rather, even more off the table.
MYM can do to actually bring down anybody but the squishiest heroes.
Ryze will clear out the wave, and KOIFKA waits in position. Ryze is in range to get Blink Stomp, but it's a risky jump. If Ryze is quick with the BKB, this could go poorly, and they'll just retreat. Not sure if they want to engage in fully. Pycat does have a Blink Dagger, but Global still cooling down for 20 seconds. As Quick looks for his opening. All the teams decide to fight. Let's be aggressive. Bland gets caught out, held in place. He won't be able to get off an epicenter for this. He'll go down first. So now it's just the Dragonite trying to duke it out. And well, even with the Chronosphere, they just don't have the damage to make anything happen. Since he forces them off the fight, the Dragonite diving for EGM will get the kill, but the whole supporting cast is gone. They actually lost the Faceless Void as well. Now the Global, just to secure the kill on Arise. I mean, why the hell not? Next fight probably won't be for 2 minutes anyway. EGM ends up living on a sliver of HP, 10 to be exact, and
something you don't often get going into breaking high ground. Usually in this choke point, you funnel up, you get into that cleave radius, and you take a huge amount of damage, sleight of fist after sleight of fist. But 35 seconds, he's down for the count. They'll break the base open, and even if he tries for that play, they'll get hexed like this. Pycat.
Big initiation there. Pycat gets caught on the Lycanthrope. He'll go down once. He does have his ultimate BKB as well for the second life with the Necrobook. EGM trying to hold the line. Goblin will saw him, but he just dies to the Pulse Nova even through that. And now Illidan's overextended. He'll be forced off the tower. They haven't taken Rax yet. Tinker hold for the time being, and well, they haven't gotten an objective for this. DK Phobos still chasing for kills, but with 3 teammates dead, he's not going to get one. Pycat not going down to a Soul Assumption as KOIFKA turns this. Sprouting up DK Phobos will finish him off, turning back for Lil. Familiar stuns, at least allow the
KOIFKA can just go base right now. Lil's the only one to defend. He could start just...
Pycat taking a Soul Assumption to the face, the Wolf just poking away at this tower, but not doing a whole lot after that. Another Sleight of Fist, good damage by Sing Sing, but he needs more time. He's got to get like 2 more slides off to really finish these heroes off. Another one! The crits! The damage! Look at the DPS from Sing Sing! He'll run 2 down. It's a double kill for him. It feels like he almost solo killed their entire team, and with 3 dead on NVMI, if they can't buy back now, this is probably it. It's a triple kill for Sing Sing. Slices off the Naga's head in the fountain. They'll disrupt. Chains cooling down in 2 seconds time, and Tinker have just crashed into this party that NVMI wanted to host. They'll lose their tier 4s. The Throne's gonna be next. Tinker, breakthrough. It looked like it even might be a Rex the other way with that push through mid, but GG. But look for the Doom rotation from the North. Dread trying to find a way into this fight. Roshan to respawn in a minute. This will be a big time to win one. Dread blinking in. He'll Doom. He found the Void. He found KOIFKA. Here's the perfect one. Assuming that they can stop this Death Ward. They need to stop it. Bulba gets off a 4 or 5 second duration Death Ward. Now it's canceled, and he'll get shackled. Focus down while Pycat glaze into Dread with his BKB troll form. But as soon as that ends, he ends up going down. Nearly. Not quite. 2 HP. Unbelievable. Finally killed off by the Brew. Still, they got a chrono on everyone else, and it ends up being 4 heroes dead.
I don't know.
Bulba's been scouted out here. Now the blink in from Dread. He can level Death to do a bit more damage, but they'll need some support from his team if they want to get this kill. And while they're busy chasing Bulba, the rest of Tinker swarms in and looks for their jump. EGM On the backside, just waiting for a defensive swap out while they continue to pursue the Doom. PyKat gets a single bash, but the Chrono's what they really need, and the Chrono's what they get. He got Boulder tossed inside the Chrono, though, but that's okay. He's got a second Chrono. Refresher's online. Still just slowly plinking away at Dread here. Can turn in at least Doom. He'll get off the Doom on PyKat, but with the BKB up, well, he just doesn't care. He's just going to continue right-clicking, chasing out the rest of Hellraisers, and they're slowly dropping. They've lost 3. Hardstyle will be next. Tager just overrunning them. Too much firepower, too much beef in the front lines, and just too difficult to bring down. They had a double Chrono. They have so many second chances. They'll lose the Brew as well. It's a wipe, and it might as well be GG.
They're definitely not out of it, and even just the gap between the Nature's Prophet and the other farmers of Cloud9 starting to close as they knock down these outer towers. And here we go, smoke from Team Tinker. They're ready to take the fight. It's Fada in the front lines. He doesn't have much time left on the Aegis. It'll be going down in about 30 seconds. And there's Sing Sing get initiated upon, but the big RP from Koikla to get it started. Still has the refresher available. Black hole from Bulba. Comes out on 3, pops his BKB. Will get interrupted straight away by the Golem. But Sing Sing falls, buys back. Faceless Boy goes down. Death Prophet to boot. Loses the Aegis at about the worst time possible. Now Envy gets converged on. Cloud9 in shambles. Aoi 2000 will survive for a few more seconds with the Shadow Word, but it won't be enough to ensure his survival, and Cloud9 in big trouble. Great buy.
Inside it, you can hex him. There's a lot to lock down this void, and the Invis rune.
Oh, connects with an RP on 2. In comes Sing Sing with the Whirling Axes. Fada pops the ultimate. In comes the Sandstorm, but it's just not enough to secure any kills. Void will go down first, and now the Black Hole is there. Gets interrupted right away by Aoi. He's on point that time. It'll proc the Aegis on the Nature's Prophet, but Fada gets a drop before the damage can really hurt too much. The Golem gets picked off. The buyback scenario for the Radiant side looking grim, and this could be the game-ending push. Jakiro will buy back and TPs as forward as he can, even though it's just outside of the base. Upheaval slowing them down, but just delaying the inevitable here. Oh,
and
boy.
Even Death Prophet has buyback in like 20 seconds, but there's no exorcism. They used it during that fight. So this is really
now Aoi
bad
will
for
get
Cloud9.
caught, and this is it. Aoi buys back, Glyph comes out. Yep, and we almost saw it down bottom. They almost hopped on the Mirana. Long range arrow flies through, almost clips Bulldog. EGM blinks in, does connect with a stun, but Bulldog right there with the BKB. Now they'll go back onto EGM. He gets his blade mail off. Here's the Moonlight Shadow you were talking about. Chessie with his BKB on, connects with a Thunderclap, but there's the invulnerability. They have no detection, and Chessie feels forced to pop the ultimate. Now goes in, and they'll try to just bring down the Pandas. EGM still has the Reincarnate available, will survive with just a few hit points to spare, and that Earth Panda is on the run. Bulldog is off to the side here. Flame Break will proc the Reincarnation, grabs Bulba, they'll bring him down. Not a bad way to get this fight started for Alliance. Now Loda, BKB on, presses forward, Stifling Dagger out onto Sing Sing. Hops forward, right onto EGM, looking for some crits, almost brings him down, but now will have to back out as Koikla uses the ultimate. Chessie going back in, but he takes a Hex right away. He'll get clicked down, it's a dead Brew. Now, Team Tinker will press forward. Yule's out on the Bat Rider. Bulldog gets left behind. Forced Staff to try and get away, but it probably won't be enough. Down he goes. Now Loda trying to do damage to PyKat. Will be forced to hop back to safety to Ake. Arrow flies through. Will not be on the mark. But now Alliance on the back foot. Let's take a look at buybacks here, and it's not looking good. They'll grab the kill on Ake. Glyph is available. They'll use it. But this tier 3 tower taking a lot of damage. The top lane is pressing in. Loda hops out right onto PyKat, but there's the Yules. He eats the cheese. EGM comes in. He will fall, but Loda, he's in trouble. Down he goes. Buyback available. Loda will burn it. Misery comes in, gets off the ultimate, but he falls as he takes a Hex. Now a buyback onto the Sand King. Only 2 standing. It's a 4v2 on the field, and Team Tinker close to securing a win here. They'll proc the Aegis as Loda pops forward. But there's the silence. Sing Sing comes right back up. Sprout, arrow on the mark. He takes a Force Staff. It'll be enough to keep him alive for now, but they'll focus the barracks. Melee will certainly take a tumble here. Sing Sing pops the Manta, focusing the creeps for now, but the barracks will fall. Loda reinitiating right in onto PyKat. Moonlight Shadow, not enough. And Loda will secure the kill onto PyKat as he gets a big crit. Now they're starting to respawn, and Alliance will be able to make a hold, but damage has been done. It's an expensive hold at that, and they will lose their melee racks.
Chem is up on Misery, though. He wants to pursue, but 5 seconds left.
This structure is going to be in some trouble. So here we go. Team Tinker coming in. They will go straight for the tower. Wraithfire Blast onto the Centaur, and will blink back to Disjoint. Which is how fast this tower falls. Now Inquisitor comes in. There's your Stampede. And a lot of damage coming out. A stolen Exorcism onto Big Num. He'll now become the target of choice as Nyx Assassin comes in. He gets dropped very quickly. No Fear goes down as well. It's a 3-for-0 trade, and this looks like it will be the end of Album Sheet. Now the Brew is the only one remaining. He gets cleaned up, and there you go. GG, well played.